How long have you owned an EV?
I bought this one back in 2020.
Okay.
March, April of 2020.
So it's pretty useful when gas prices were going through the roof. You didn't worry about it much, did you?
No, I didn't. For a DC quick charge, I have to come up here because there isn't any south of town.
So your business is down south of Columbia, but the only really quick charge location in the Midlands that you can find.
It's either here or I have to go all the way out, I think 2 hours.
Okay.
And that's just too far out of the way.
Right.
Yeah, I usually charge at home.
Right.
I've got a charging station set up there. It's not a DC quick charge or anything, but it does wonderfully well. I can charge this up completely overnight from practically nothing.
Right.
And in Charleston, there's only 2 DC fast chargers that I know of. West Ashley and then the Target out in North Charleston.
Okay, so a DC fast charger like this, how long will it take you to get back to like 80% or whatever you're headed to?
80%, usually 20, 30 minutes maybe.
Okay.
Because this is an older car, as far as EVs go,
Right.
it doesn't charge nearly as fast.
As some of the brand new ones do.
Correct.
Okay. About the charging network in South Carolina, do you travel around the state and recharge every so often or regularly?
The only places I go to, because I'm comfortable of recharging, are Charleston and Columbia.
Okay.
Yeah, so we live in Myrtle Beach.
All right.
Yeah, and so for work, I do both of those too. And I'm very
Okay.
comfortable in those 2 trips because I know this exists. And then I have several places in Charleston where I can go.
Okay. But if you needed to go somewhere else in the state, what would you?
I'd have to do some internet work and check all of the different networks. And that's one of the things that's a little frustrating because like Electrify America has a map with all of their spots on it.
Right.
But then so does PlugShare, and then so does EVgo, and so you find yourself checking several different maps to make sure.
Right.
And it's a little bit of a hack. I met a couple of fellows at this station who
Right.
had traveled from much further away. I think one was Ohio and one was Virginia.
Uh-huh.
And they were both discussing how coming down, no problem, no problem, no problem. And then it was like they hit the South Carolina line and, oh God, where are we going? Where are we going? Kind of thing happens. So,
Right.
yeah.
How long do you expect to stay to charge?
Well, that really depends on how,
Far you are from home?
yes, and how little I had before I started the trip.
Ah, okay.
So I cut this trip kind of close. I rolled in here, the dash had all turned orange, which means, you know, hey, you don't have me. It's kind of like your blinking
Right.
gas light.
Right.
So I rolled in sort of, I haven't done that very often. But you know what? I don't think I was here 45 minutes on the 150. And I was like, oh yeah, I got enough to spend a week training. So didn't even worry
Okay.
about it. It was pretty quick.
So was that earlier today or this?
No, that was on Wednesday last
Okay.
week.
All right.
Yeah.
So you just stop it back here to top off.
Yeah, just kind of topping off, and then I'm going to head back to Myrtle Beach. More of this,
Right.
you know. The other thing, you know, back when service stations, you know, in the early automobile days, right?
Yeah.
And then somebody was brilliant. They were standing at the service station thinking, God, we ought to sell, you know, Coke and
Right.
snacks and candy because people are hanging out here for a few minutes using the bathroom.
Right.
Are we not a great market? Because you know we're going to be here 20, 35 minutes, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, to me, it seems like a real business kind of. Oh, yeah.
Well, that may be what Walmart was thinking.
Exactly, yeah. Because you know, when I got here, I popped into Walmart, picked up a soda and a water for the ride. Would have gotten snacks if I hadn't already eaten, you know. So, yeah. I mean, I just feel like if you had electric stations, people would be in there as long as you have internet, Wi-Fi. People are going to come with their computers because we're all tech people, right? I mean,
Right.
not all of us, but you know what I mean.
Right.
We're going to sit down. I can answer emails for 20 or 30 minutes, drink a coffee, have a Danish, buy a sandwich, get back on the road.
Sure.
So to me, there's a huge money-making opportunity that we may be missing out on.
Right. So, but even though you plan your route, you'd probably like to have, if there was something on I-20 or 501.
Oh yeah, I would love that. I would love just knowing that they're there in case something happened. Yeah, it would give me so much more comfort. Yeah, we need to step up our game for sure.
Okay. You happy with the car overall?
I love it. I wouldn't have. Matter of fact, when they released the Equinox EV, that I'm looking at for my next one.
Oh, okay. But the charging network is not great, but that's not holding you back, sounds like.
It's not.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no. I wouldn't have anything else but an electric.